Makers. I'm your host, Sterling Silva, and we're coming to you live from the Community Media Center of Marin. Now, Meet the Makers is our new show where we highlight local talent, be they artists, filmmakers, or musicians, or just anybody who has a very interesting, unique talent or hobby. If you'd like to be a part of an upcoming episode, email us at meetthemakers.bayarea@gmail.com. Our first guest today is Josh Jacobson. Hi Josh, welcome for coming to the studio.
Hi, welcome. I'm happy to be back in public access. I used to make a public access show up in Santa Rosa, but our public access station shut down.
Oh, well, we're glad to have you here in Marin.
Mm-hmm.
Josh is a filmmaker, and he's brought a couple of clips to show with us. One of the first clips is an animation. Is that right, Josh?
Oh, yes. We're going to watch Posture, I believe.
Okay, Posture. And could you tell us a little bit more about what we're going to see?
I made this one back in film school. This was in an experimental animation class out at San Francisco State.
Oh, fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and roll that clip. Posture. Josh, that was incredible.
Great soundtrack.
Wonderful soundtrack.
Jonas made that soundtrack for me. That was great.
And fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
What was some of the inspiration behind that?
I was very inspired by Lottie Riniger. She used to do silhouette animations, early German animation. She was doing Victorian just silhouettes before she started making animation.
Oh, it's really, really, really interesting, really fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to animation, you also have directed a few music videos, have you not?
Well, I co-direct. I'm part of a team. My buddy Pat is also the director too.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the clip that we're about to see here from the music video?
Oh, we're going to see a piece of Kittens and Mice Agree, a music video for the Kitten Tenders, Gabby Lala and the ukulele.
Oh, fantastic. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Okay.
Sailing on a string cheese sea of meow mix. Kittens and mice agree. The best snack of all is string cheese. Mice are rodents, kittens are smitten. Sailing on a string cheese sea of meow mix. Meow 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 meow. Ow 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 ow! I just sprained my knee. Ow ow ow! I'm stuck in a tree. Oh no, call the Nino. Nino, 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 nee. Nino, 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 nee. Nino, 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 nee. Kittens like string, mice like string cheese. Kittens like mice 'cause they taste like string. Kittens like string, mice like string cheese. Kittens like mice 'cause they taste like string. Sing, string, sing.
What a bright and colorful video. Josh, what a striking comparison between the two.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun making that one. We just moved all the furniture out of my living room, and my house was the studio that day.
Oh, wow. With so many, all the bright cutouts and things, how big was the crew that you had?
There was maybe a whole dozen of us. There was probably 6 puppeteers on that shot with the waves in front. I'm thinking 6 puppeteers is what it took to do that, but I'm not
Was
certain.
each person doing one puppet, or perhaps did any of the puppets take like 2 people? How in depth do you get with these puppets here?
Yeah, the cat was definitely 2 people.
Wow.
It took, somebody was the hands and other person was the head. The mouse hand puppet's a little simpler. Yeah, it varies. There's a lot of different effects we had going on, different scales of puppets. Yeah.
I enjoyed the tiny little television in the room right there.
Oh, thank you.
How did you get that to display on that?
I just put it on top.
There it is,
Yeah.
movie magic.
Mhm.
So you've done more work with puppets, is that right?
Oh yes. Are we gonna watch? We're gonna watch an animation clip, the Mr. Vomit clip from Eat the Fish Presents Go Get Your Gun.
That's right, Eat the Fish Presents. And if you'd like to see more Eat the Fish Presents material, feel free, and please do, go to youtube.com/Eat the Fish Presents.
Eat the Fish Presents. Eat the Fish wasn't enough. You Google that and get different things.
I like that you made it really unique.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to take a look at Josh's puppet. It's an actual animation.
There's some puppets
combination.
involved.
It
There's
seems
a
like
lot
a
of
really mix
effects
things.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's roll Mr. Vomit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could sure use a friend right now.
I think that guy Isaac is okay. Down here, Isaac, in the bucket.
Who was that? Did you hear that?
Me? I didn't hear anything.
It's me, Isaac, your friend.
Oh, hi, Mr. Vomit. How are you?
Why the frowny face, Isaac?
Oh, it's hot. Well, I'm having trouble getting Nika to understand me. The guppies, they just really don't respect me.
You should quit.
What?
That way, you'll show Nika that she does not understand you.
Well, that would end the Nika problem. But how do I get the guppies to respect me?
Make them fear you. The guppies don't respect you because they don't fear you.
Wow, you have a lot of wisdom, Mr. Vomit. You are really a good friend.
Well, I'm really real, that's for sure. Now you get going now. You have some guppies to put the fear of God into.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Feeling a little better?
Yeah.
He smells like vomit.
Fancy flashing this car. I think it's a little bit illegal.
Wow, that was just a wild Josh.
That was fun seeing that again.
Very unexpected.
My buddy Isaac, who was playing himself, he died a couple years back.
Oh, that's that's very sad to hear. What a touching tribute, though, to be able to show him.
Oh yeah, he was one of the best improvisers I've ever worked with.
I really admired his performance there. What did you use for the vomit in the bucket?
I think it was soup, was my recollection. I think it was vegetable soup.
It looked a little vegetable soupy.
Yeah.
I suppose that does look like it. The same thing, whether it's itself or vomit.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't tell whether or not it had been digested.
And those fish, that was amazing. In the fish pool, they were all like, "Oh, how did you come about with those?"
Oh, the guppy pond. That was kind of. We were trying to think of an analog to the Peanuts Gallery. In old Howdy Doody, they would have a kid audience as part of the show, and that's why we brought in the guppies.
And
on
that was the
one.
guppies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was incredible. Speaking of your sketch comedy troupe with your friends from college and thereafter, I think we've got one more clip to show.
Oh yes. What are we gonna watch next? Oh, Glue in the Gears.
Glue in the Gears.
This is 20 years ago. This is me in my early 20s.
And we're going to see you do some acting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to see Josh do some acting. Roll the clip.
Oh, I got a great monologue in this one.
Jason, you have to wake up. You have flies in your mouth and your eyeballs are bleeding.
Josh, he is not waking up.
Yeah, I know.
God, Josh, calm down. We can handle this.
No, Nika, you don't understand. I broke the first rule of robotics when I programmed him to kill! I never should have given him the preemptive legal identity defense algorithm. What have I done?
God, Josh. We can learn from our mistakes.
In a way, all human life is a mistake.
Yeah.
Why did you program that robot to kill?
I didn't know what I was doing.
Jeez, you were so wrapped up in whether you could, you didn't stop to think about whether you should.
It's a convoluted story, but in that story, it was to replace my friend who had killed himself.
It's amazing. The stories behind such fun and what would be seemingly silly creatives are always, it's always a little deeper than you expect, isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. That's an extremely convoluted story, and we've spoiled the ending, but I do recommend people watch it, yeah.
And if people do want to watch that, where can they find the rest of that video, Josh?
Oh, my work is available on youtube.com/eatthefishpresents. Our eatthefish.com is out of date, if you saw that on the end title card. No one tried to visit that.
No, don't try to visit that one. Just go to the YouTube side there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Josh, we're just about to come to the end of your segment here. What have you got lined up next for yourself?
Oh, the next show we'll be working on, and it's with mostly the same team, will be a bit of a comedy about capitalism going too far in the future.
Oh, we're really looking forward to that one, Josh. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Our next guest comes to us originally from South Africa and now is living, where are you living here again, Janice?
In Belmont.
In Belmont. Here we have Janice Meyer-Kirkpatrick. Hi, Janice.
Hi, nice to be here.
Thanks for coming. Janice is a multimedia artist. She's brought some of her artwork to share with us. Before we get into that, Janice, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I was, again, you said born in South Africa, so we emigrated here in '81, and my father was in the movies before he was a lawyer and got into real estate, but then got some opportunities to be in film and wanted us to live in America, a free country, and get us out of apartheid, basically. So I'm really glad to be in this country, and it's very scary over there right now in South Africa, so I'm very grateful to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you here and grateful to have you on the show.
Thanks.
We have some art in the studio, and we also have some pictures. We're going to go to one of the pictures, a clip first, and you could tell us a little bit more about this if we could bring the photo up.
Sure. So this is the first picture I brought. This is called, and I just have to preface by saying my work's kind of controversial, and I'm a bit on the edgy side. And people, when they meet me, they're like, "Oh, you look so normal. You look like you should have like Technicolor hair or something." But my media pieces are geared more to like expose what's going on in the world. I'm a bit of a conspiracy nut, but it's what we call ourselves now are conspiracy realists because what we have discovered and uncovered actually come true. So this particular painting is called the Pimps and Queers Tower, after the Simpson Sears Tower in Chicago. And if you've seen that building, it's quite an ominous, dark, foreboding-looking building. And the history of it, I study the history of the buildings as well. I have a strange, I'm enamored with buildings and structures, and I've been studying and just love how things are built through history and pre-mud flood and just everything, churches and stuff. So this one in particular deals with the background of it, the people that built it, Simpson Sears, linked to some child trafficking incidents. So there's a lot of things you can research on your own about it, but there's a lot of nefarious things that go on in corporate America, and the money that goes on, with those buildings behind the scenes. So I kind of make these pictures as a mock to show the I don't know how to say, like the irony behind things that look so amazing, but I'm using packaging from the garbage basically to make these things. So I'm showing it in a different light, and then shedding light on the topic as well.
I see a lot of different textures used in that piece, and it looks rather large. How big is that piece?
Yeah, that is big. It's one of the biggest ones I've made. It's about 6 foot tall with the tower points, and about 4.5 foot wide.
Wow, that is an amazing piece of art. We've got another couple of photos to show everybody here. We're going to bring up one more on the screen. What's this next one entitled?
This is the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers, and I made this sort of as a homage to my father. He's still alive, but he took us up the towers when we were younger, and I just really remember that as being a really important moment in my life, and now they're not there. So I just find that they're kind of a symbol to a lot of people, especially that I have a brother, and to me it symbolized me and my brother. A lot of people who are siblings, I've heard that they resonate with those towers, and they were very sad when they went down. So there's a lot of controversy around what happened there, and we all know about that. And I'm not one to say one thing about it, but I do know the entire story and all the shades of it. So, but I wanted to recreate them because I actually miss them.
I think a lot of people do. I myself went to the top of it when I was a child as well too, and ate at the restaurant, and you lean up against the glass.
Yeah, you can see right down.
Should have stuff all halfway out. And then after the Twin Towers, though, you have another painting that we're going to show another clip of from the Freedom Tower. Is that right?
Yes, that one's more recent. I decided to make it after Charlie Kirk was shot, and actually dedicated it to him. And I was going to be sending it to the White House, but I just haven't yet. I was a bit reticent because I wasn't sure how it would be accepted, being that it's made out of garbage or recycled items that are found in the trash. But I think that I've made something pretty spectacular, and I think eventually I will send it. I was originally planning to send it as part of a group of people who were sending artwork to the White House as a comment about how AI is taking over the art world, and it was part of a group of people that were going to make a statement about, I don't know if you remember Sashir Balaji, when he was, they said he killed himself, but we believe that he didn't. He actually was killed. And so this was a statement that was going to be part of a group, but I fell out of it because of other reasons, that their direction wasn't exactly my focus. So that's why I didn't make it to the White House yet.
Oh yeah, I love the blue. Is so it's so deep and like really engaging, and the texture of the buildings, especially towards the bottom, all the circles and the lights, it really draws you in.
Thank you. Yes, that's actually symbolic of the fountain that they built that went underground to signify the falling of the towers, the Twin Towers. So the black is the fountain that was made into the ground. I don't know if you've seen that before, but most people have seen it. And then the tower goes over that, reflecting into the fountain.
So it's just so interesting to look at. The more you see it, the more things you see. And how big is that one?
That's not as big as these. It's probably, I'd say, about 4 feet tall by about 2.5 feet wide. And yeah, those buildings on the side are made of just tubes, cardboard tubes, and then I put the beads to signify the people in the streets.
Wow.
So you can kind of see that with the image. And yeah, that one's real special and holds a pretty big place in my heart, and also dedicated to what we're trying to achieve and make things better in the world and build back from the destruction that happened, however it was caused.
However it was caused.
Yes.
Yes, there are a lot of theories, but I've had some of those theories, even myself, from right back when it started in plain sight and all this.
I have
That's
friends
good
that
documentaries.
lived there and said there were no planes, so they lived there and saw it happen that day. So I kind of lean that way, but who knows?
Heard all those parts about the hole is so wide, but there's no wing holes. All the good stuff.
Yes,
Love to
it
go.
melted into the building, or
Love to go
whatever.
down those conspiracy truths with you.
Yes.
And in the studio, Janice has brought some, well, not to say 2D work, but actual paintings rather than sculptures or creations. This first one is Hummingbird over San Francisco. Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
And could you tell us a little bit more about this beautiful painting?
Thank you. Yes, this one actually, I'd like to preface by just saying that most of my abstract work, I start with just drawing, and then I fill in from there. Like I do with my 3D work, I layer a lot. And this one, I often figure out what it is after I've made it and name it after, so I don't always know what I'm going to be doing until it comes through me. I'm a bit of a channel. And I've done a lot of healing work, and actually have been a shamanic healer for a long time as well, over 20 years. And I haven't been doing that for a while, but it comes through in my work. So this one, when it appeared, I thought that looks like a bird, and this looks like a street here, and I think I'll just name it Hummingbird over San Francisco, because I love San Francisco, but it also has a lot of problems. And there, as you all know, there's a lot going on over there, good and bad and ugly. And I just wanted to make something that showed, that there's beauty in the mess, and that something could be brought out of it that could be shown to be, positive. And I'm always trying to look at the brighter side of things. I am an optimist, but I'm also more of a realist these days.
It's important to be a realist these days with everything going on. That's amazing that you can start this project or process and just see where it leads you to.
Yes, I like to let things happen because the paintings talk to me, and they talk through us. I believe our work, we're not just planning something that just smacks down on the canvas. It's a communication. It's a relationship with the medium, whatever we're making, and then also sharing it with others. I've had people look at my paintings and get very emotional, and it triggers something in them. So I know that it's doing something beyond words, and I think that's the most important part of art, that we can actually communicate that way without having to explain everything.
That's amazing. I think it's very clearly communicating
Thanks.
so many emotions. And speaking about communicating so many deep emotions, you brought another piece for us here that is a bit of emotional charge, as you were telling me earlier. Could you tell us more about The Conversation?
Yes, this one's called The Conversation, and this is actually one of a series I was doing when we lost our home in Stockton, where a lot of these larger 3D pictures were made. We lived there for 3 years and had the most beautiful old vintage house. It was wonderful, but we lost it to, it was sold. And so we ended up having to live with my mom and her husband, her second husband, who's a shrink. And they don't get along so well all the time, and they get at each other's nerves. And so I ended up doing a lot of pictures, trying to sort of work out that conflict. And this is one of the main ones that came out during that time, around 2020 to 2022. And I like how the gold happened, because to me that's like a unifying factor where there's shared wealth, but not only of material wealth, spiritual wealth, that they can hopefully work things out over time. They've had a really rough time in their marriage, and they've had a good time too, but as of late it's been harder, and it's gotten harder as they've gotten older. And this is just representation of how the arguments would always happen, and the grumpiness. They are older, they're in their 80s now, so it's just been very difficult, and I'm always trying to be supportive of my mom, being around him, who he has a lot of problems and issues, and has like one leg shorter than the other, and he suffers, so I have compassion for that side of it, but at the same time, he could be a bit more mellow with her. So it's always, people trying to work things out, and relationships as they go over time, things just happen to change.
I can feel a lot of that from the two sides of the painting speaking to each other. On down to the left side towards the bottom, I love all those shapes and the colorings. The shadings are almost kind of like diamond colored, and then the backdrop with, again, really striking purple blue set against the horizon. It's almost like a desert out there, like they're just alone with each other and trying to get through this.
They really are isolated and kind of pretty much on their own, and they don't go out a lot. They're kind of loners, and so how we get locked into one relationship and don't go out and sort of be part of the world, that's another part of the statement about this. And then the lower part to me symbolizes what they bring from their past, to the relationship, and then it all gets stirred up and brought through.
You're definitely growing up and through there.
Yeah, something is evolving, and just my mother's an artist, so this side is her and the other side's him, but he looks like he's not doing anything, but there's a lot brewing there that comes out energetically, and he's a bit of a hoarder, and so there's always stuff around, and that's another aspect of their problems, I guess.
But it all seems, everything that you mentioned seems to be captured wonderfully in this painting right here.
Thanks.
We got time for one more clip that we're going to show. Oh, actually, we don't have another time for another clip we're going to show. But Janice, thank you so much for coming on the show. And if anybody would like to see, and you all should see much more of Janice's artwork, what's your website that they can find that on?
It's my name. It's www.janicemeyerkirkpatrick.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your feelings, your stories, and your beautiful art with us. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, everybody, that's going to be our show for today. I'm your host, Sterling Silva. And again, if you'd like to be featured on the next episode of Meet the Makers, send us an email at meetthemakers.bayarea@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.